Lagos is time for Trending Now, and the only man that can tell me what is happening on social media is standing by. Nelson Eta, good morning once again.
Ria, isn't it just a wonderful week it's been for me? Newspaper and Trending Now, man.
Amazing. I don't know how you do it, but good job.
Thank you very much. Let me take it away from you guys right now. Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. This is Trending Now right here on TVC Breakfast. We are beginning with some sports details this morning. A former Super Eagles captain, Mikel, has said the board of the Nigerian Federation should resign if the country fails to qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Speaking on the Obi podcast on Thursday, the ex-Chelsea midfielder warned that missing the tournament for a second time running would be devastating for Nigerians. Now, here's what Obi said.
When it comes to Africa, we're the biggest. I don't care what anyone says. Oh. So, twice in a row, we don't qualify. Something is wrong. Yeah. Something is wrong. A drastic change has to be done. Has to be done. Right. The government, if the government want to get involved, they have to get involved. They have to get involved. They have to get involved because it's not acceptable. If we don't qualify second time in a row, it's not acceptable.
Mikel will be quite passionate there, but he stressed that accountability must start at the top, insisting that those in charge of Nigerian football cannot remain in office if the Eagles fall short again. Recall that on September 9, 2025, Nigeria played to a 1-1 draw against South Africa in their stadium. The loss has led to a heavy criticism of the Nigeria Football Federation leadership. Let's see what Yogo has to say on social media right here. Okay, let's move to our next story. A video making the rounds online has sparked conversations nationwide. It reportedly shows a Fulani camp located in Ugu-Onyama area where a wave of Christian evangelism is said to be taking place. The narration in the video says members of the camp have not only been introduced to the gospel, but are now actively undergoing discipleship. Check this out.
I want to tell you this is the dream of the Lord, and it takes a man of grace. So we are here to take over the Fulani and preach their love, tell them about eternity, eternal life. This is all what I came here to do, and God has given us victory. Yes, you can see they are everywhere. So this is what to carry the gospel to do. So whatever thing you give for this gospel is not small. There's a reward for everyone that carry the gospel. The good thing, they cannot come. You have to come and meet them, organize a crusade, spend millions to make sure that they come, give them transport, feed them. Some of them, we paid money for them to go on computer, learn computer. Some we empower them to learn handwork. Some tell us God has given us the victory. By now I'm building a Bible school. I have 5 rooms now, adding more 4 rooms, so that when we preach to them, we take them for.
Remember, we told you that today Hilda Baci is cooking the largest jollof rice in the history. And right now, we want to join our senior correspondent, Theophilus Elema, who is at the venue where this wonderful incident is taking place. Theophilus, take us through the mood in the atmosphere right there. What's going on right there?
All right, Nelson, the mood is quite ecstatic. Many people are here. A lot of people are here just to enjoy this scenery and experience history in the making. Of course, Hilda Baci did it in 2023 when she embarked on a Guinness World Record, cooking for days straight. And so this is another achievement to her sleeve that she's put it on. Of course, many people are here. Several people came from the likes of Kano, other areas. Many people are here to experience this. I mean, look at the pots. It's quite big. It's about 22 liters, 22,619 liters in weight, and of course, it's going to take about 250 bags of rice amongst other condiments. Many people are concerned and expecting and asking questions about if the rice will be cooked well, but we we are here to find out, and we're going to see it. I'm going to taste the rice, definitely, and we expect that it is cooked well. Of course, let me talk to someone that came all the way from Kano State. Why did you come here? First of all, what's your name?
My name is Khadija Mohammed.
Why did you come here today?
I want to watch history happen again, and she's my mentor. I've participated in her class, the last class she had. So this is my passion, actually. So I really want to see it happen.
What are your expectations here today?
Hilda is good. I don't have too much expectations. I knew that this rice is going to be perfect.
All right. Thank you very much. All right, guys, so you heard it. It says the rice is going to be perfect. So we are here to experience that. Like I said earlier, I am going to eat this rice, and I will, well, tell you firsthand, this will definitely end the Nigerian-Ghanaian Jollof war. Of course, Nigerian Jollof is the best. Sorry, Ria.
So that we can also have a taste of this one that is taking place. Nothing else is actually trending right now except Hilda Baci's biggest pot of jollof being cooked. Thank you, Theophilus. We'll see you pretty soon.
Okay, Mikel Obi, yes, you are supposed to be passionate. You were part of the whole football thing in Nigeria. You played the World Cup. You know the feeling, and you know how disappointing it could be for a country like Nigeria to miss the World Cup back to back. Your suggestion about management to be sacked, well, we'll just wait and see. And for the Fulani being evangelized, it is promoting religious tolerance, and I am in support of it.
All right, and I'll start off with Hilda Baci. So beautiful to see Theophilus there, giving us all the updates, showing us the pot and all of that. You know, it just shows that we're ahead of everything. And, you know, big ups to you, Theophilus. I cannot wait for that rice to finally start cooking. I think she's starting at about 10. We'll join you soon. And it's just beautiful to see people have come, not just from Lagos, from different parts of Nigeria to witness greatness. It just shows that when you're doing something good, I love how Nigerians will rally around and support you. So, Hilda, we will see you in a bit. And then moving on, we will talk about Mikel. Let's not forget how passionate Mikel is. I don't know if you remember, Nelson, there was a time he paid from his pocket, he paid for logistics. I don't know if you remember, he did it when talking about, you know, the Super Eagles and all of that. So he's been very passionate about the theme. You know, if he's saying this, he has his reasons why he's saying this. If he's saying sack, it means that something is going on there that we do not know about, that he's saying that these people are not doing the right job, because it's not nice to see Nigeria not get, you know, to the World Cup. We've spoken about how amazing our Super Falcons are doing. Why is it that when our players are playing outside, they play very well, but when it comes to Nigeria, there's this lackadaisical attitude? So if indeed we do not make it to that World Cup, trust me, I'm with Mikel Obi on this particular one.
Yes, Mikel Obi, for him to be saying what he has said, of course, NFF, you know, Bruhaha is not something that is new. It's been there for a long time. So much so that people have been calling for the change of board, change of officials and all of that. You could remember when the president gifted the Super Falcons some amount of money, because they got the money earlier enough. The ladies were saying that they wanted dollars, and NFF is saying that they wanted to pay them in Naira. I guess that has been settled now. So whatever challenge we are having, because Nigeria as a country, you know, the football team, we used to be very proud of them. Talk about Celestine Babayaro, JJ Okocha, and all, Kanu Wanko, all of this, you know, Peter Rufai, you know, all of these people, you know, they really did so well for the country. So where did we miss it? How is it that we are having players that are doing so well for other countries, you know, in various clubs, and then when they come together, all of these machineries, they are not able to, you know, take Nigeria to that height. So if something goes wrong and we don't qualify for 2026, I think something needs to be done to overhaul the NFF board.
Indeed, you know, Ria, you mentioned something about, and you too, Ibrahim, you know, Mikel Obi, what he said about what's going on there. But the question about how do we treat our sport stars? You know, if they do pretty well, which they do in different other clubs across the world, when all of them then converge under one umbrella, Super Eagles, how come we don't see that equivalent? So shouldn't we begin to question how they are treated back home?
Nelson, I get you, and I know that this is the argument that will come up, but when you say you want to play for Nigeria, it's because you're passionate about Nigeria. No matter how you're treated, you know that, first of all, you owe it to Nigeria, because you've said you want to be a player for Nigeria. And we know that in one way or the other, the federal government is trying. We saw what they did for the Super Falcons. They had a big win and they were rewarded. It just shows that when you do something great, you'll be rewarded. Trust me, me, if they had gotten to the World Cup or even won the World Cup, do you think our president is not going to do anything? Of course, he will do something. So what we're saying is that energy you used to play abroad, bring it back to Nigeria. You know, you can keep doing something, even though you're not appreciated. At one point, you will be appreciated. And let's take it or leave it. They have been appreciated. So let them give us more. We need to see that energy we see outside. Let's see it here. It will be very sad if we do not get to the World Cup. You know, a lot of people are football fanatics. They love football, you know, and not even Nigeria not qualifying for the World Cup. Trust me, a lot of people are sad. So I'm hoping that something happens.
Yes, when you play for a club, you train with the club, you guys are there, the bonding is there and all that. But when you're playing for your country, you have like a week or so to train. And football, it's a team game. You guys have to blend. It's always difficult to have enough time to do the blending. So what we see is individual talent that is not blending. That is one side of it. The other side is that football and footballers are like soldiers. Their morale has to be boosted. Yeah. And when you are not boosting their morale the way it should be, you have like a bicycle performance. And I think that is what Mikel is talking about. And that's why he's pointing fingers to the NFF, saying that NFF knows what is going on. And if we do not make it to the World Cup, there should be sack. Funny enough, it is a 1-1 draw against South Africa in Bloemfontein, and it has been described as a loss.
But you know, because it's going to be very hard for us to qualify now.
Ibrahim mentioned that, you know, sometimes you know, the presidency appreciates whether the Super Falcons or Eagles, as the case may be now, you know, with some money. That's fine, no, we appreciate that. However, the condition of football and sports in this country, I think is something we need to reject. The other day we saw, I think at the, about Peter Rufai, one of the former Eagles came out and was talking about the conditions of what happened. Yeah. We should not be seeing that. Yeah, if that then is the case, Ria, how long do you think I'll be working on that? Hopefully that one day.
Yes, and exactly, and that's what we're saying, and that's what Mikel Obi is saying to as well. He said, I told you, he must know what he means for him to come out and say, sack all of them if Nigeria does not get, you know, does not qualify to the World Cup. At the end of the day, we've spoken about it a lot of times on this table that we need to also look at the conditions where we put these people, you know, to do their duties. And we need to understand as well, like Nigeria first. I like to, I don't know, I may be wrong, but I like to say Nigeria first, you know. All the energy you take outside, just bring it back here. We understand that maybe the conditions might not be perfect, but we're working on it. And I'll take you back to the fact that when there are wins, they definitely get rewarded. We just saw the 100 million that was given out. So let's not forget that when you do something good, you definitely get. I know. That's what I'm saying. Super Eagles, Super Falcons. That happened for the Super Falcons. You cannot tell me that if the people win or something, nothing will happen for them. It's not possible.
Which they haven't said they've collected the money yet. Ibrahim, you want to say something?
So if you see, you said that these guys, you know, they play for different clubs, and then when they come together, it's just usually individual talents, you know, coming to bear. But it's the same for the Super Falcons, because they also play for different clubs, and then maybe whatever condition that they were subjected to is the similar thing for our guys. Why is it that the ladies are doing us proud?
That's what I'm saying.
Look at the Tigers also, so well. You know, coming tops. What about the guys? They've been performing, you know, with lackluster, you know, kind of, you know, result that we've been getting from them. So there's something really wrong, which Mikel Obi is calling our attention. He may not want to, you know, say everything, you know, out of his mouth, but we all know that something is fundamentally wrong with the NFF. So we can't keep blaming the guys on the pitch. We can't keep blaming the coach. Sometimes they'll say they've not released certain funds. Sometimes they'll say they're not doing the right thing. So we need to get to the bottom of this so that we'll resolve it once and for all.
Well, maybe we should just pause all games for now and everybody go back to the drawing board. The players in front, the ones walking behind, let's sit down and have a national conversation on sports in this country.
We can't just be giant of Africa, you know, on paper. No,
our Super Eagles must show that, you know, that we are really the giants of Africa. It should not just be the Super Falcons. They need to also show workings.
All right, well, that's all the story I have for you all today.
Okay. All right, thank you so much, Nelson. So that's all we have for you this morning on the show. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. But not to worry, the show continues tomorrow, but we will see you on Monday. Let's let you know that the views and reactions of our guests are theirs and have no connection whatsoever with TVC. Up next is Your View with the beautiful ladies, and just after that is This Morning, Yori Fulani. Good morning, Nigeria.